St. Louis used to be the most entrepreneurial city in the world. Right about the time of the 1904 World's Fair, if you wanted to build your fortune, this was the place to do it.
I am originally from Sweden. I moved to the United States back in 2005. And I had actually looked at St. Louis a couple of years before, and at the time I didn't feel at all that energy.
Over those last 100 years, that spirit has sort of waned in this city. Arch Grants and a bunch of other programs that have started literally in the last 5 or 6 years are rekindling that energy.
I'm from St. Louis, and I heard that the environment was changing. I heard that people were starting to grow biotech, starting to grow tech companies.
I was born and raised in Costa Rica, and then I decided that I wanted to see the world, and I went to Japan to study, and I obtained my PhD there. I decided that I wanted to move back to my country and start my own company, and I did that. And one day I was browsing the web and I found about the Arch Grants, and I decided to apply.
We did not know anything about Arch Grants. Here's our chance to go and meet some people in town that are putting some very big claims out, that if you come here and build your business, they'll give you the support to help you get there. Well, where we come from in San Diego, no one's really supporting anyone.
A lot of times you can have a good idea, you can have a good team, but if you don't have the money and the resources and sort of the community behind you, it's very hard to get anything off the ground. Not only does Arch Grants sort of fuel the fire with money, but we also invite the companies into an area that is exceedingly happy to have them here.
You see support, you see funding, you see people that you read about in the papers, in magazines, say, hey, all you have to do is just move here, we'll help you. And as an entrepreneur, you do that.
The support that we received here has just been incredible. I mean, it got me excited all over again. And I definitely feel welcomed and feel like home. I've only been here a couple of months. I can be as creative as I can, and I'll get support.
Candy Lab is a company that makes small business apps, and we develop a type of a technology called augmented reality. The user opens up this app and they start exploring the world around them, looking through their phone at things, and instead of driving traffic to a website, drive that real traffic, that person, right into your storefront.
Seeing Machines provides a similarity engine. We are flooded with data. Data is everywhere, and people are calling it the next oil. So we allow people without the training of a data scientist to achieve what a data scientist can do. I've been preparing the technology that runs Seeing Machines for 8 years. It's the work of my life, and I'm very passionate about it, and I'm enjoying every single second.
Immunophotonics is a biotech company, and we have developed a therapeutic cancer vaccine for the treatment of advanced metastatic cancer. I mean, we're tremendously excited about what we do. I truly think that we're going to change the world with what we have. I want that excitement to be around me. I want, when I talk to people, that they say, yeah, this is great.
We always find each other in the corridors and we exchange ideas. And that's the cool thing about T-Rex. When I was in Costa Rica, I was all by myself. I didn't have the opportunity to exchange ideas with other entrepreneurs.
It's that when you get a group of entrepreneurs together, they all love doing it. They all have the same energy, the passion, and St. Louis is pulling those entrepreneurs together.
There's that support structure. They come and do evaluations every few months to make sure you're on target to where you need to go. And it makes me feel more comfortable because I can relate to that very well, from my military days. I was an infantryman and I was a rifleman. I deployed to Kosovo and Afghanistan. That kind of really made me look at life differently. I think if I never would have been combat deployed, I never would have chose an entrepreneurial path.
I think because of the experiences that we've had so far within the past only 2 months, I can definitely see us being here long term.
Certainly Central West End and St. Louis, to me, is a place where I could always have a home.
Definitely, it is long term. We want to keep growing here. We want to have deeper roots in the city, and that's why I'm working hard every day to achieve this.
And we have now this energy back. I see these guys, at 2 in the morning, the lights are still on, and you didn't see that a decade ago. So Arch Grants has been fantastic for sort of getting that energy back into the city.
But another thing that is really important and that a lot of people don't really think about is that it requires a lot of funding. That money doesn't disappear. We spend it on contractors, we can spend it on consulting, we can spend it on equipment. Proximity is important. It's always better to work with an organization or individuals that are next door.
The message is that there is a difference between distributing wealth and creating wealth. If I write a check to the zoo right now, I'm distributing my wealth. But if I build a company here that generates $1 billion of revenue and my employees go to the zoo and they support the zoo, then I'm generating wealth. The idea behind Arch Grants is we bring the wealth creators here, we grow that resource here, and then it populates throughout the city.